Hello traders, the title of the video is how to trade weekly charts like a pro. Recently, I have recorded a video that I titled, how to trade daily charts like a pro, alright? So sometime I will post the video first on Facebook, sometime first on YouTube, depending on where you are. Just stay tuned and track that video until you see one day. It may not be there yet, but depending on what is going on, alright? So remember, there is a video that I titled how to trade daily chart like a pro, alright? Coming up soon or already out, okay? Either on YouTube or on Facebook. How to trade weekly chart like a pro. So a lot of weekly chart traders, alright, over the year will come on the weekly chart like this, alright, and they will look at the chart. So for this exercise, I'm looking at an American stock, American Electric Power. Alright, you see, so I like electricity a lot. So it's a very nice company. The EPIC is AEP, Alpha Eco Papa. Alright, so a weekly chart trader will open a weekly chart and he or she will try to gather information. As I told traders in that video that I was telling you about earlier on, is that you open like this a weekly chart, you want to gather as much information as you can. You do not just pick up one information and run away with it. You gather as much information as that the price is showing you here. So quickly, because everybody can spot that the price is finding a support along, that pink trend line, also, here it is, everybody agree? It's finding a support, it's going up, all right, so if we draw a channel like this, channel very fast, we can also agree that, the price now on the edge of the channel, we may double that channel by projecting it up, because the price went above it a little bit, project it up, we draw another line that is parallel. So this exercise is very simple, it's just about gathering enough information, as much as one can gather here. So the price in the rising channel is now at the median line. If you call that the bigger pink channel, we may say that the blue line is the median line or that bigger channel, or you may say it's a two channel, one here, one there, right? Now where is the price headed now? That's the question. Because we said that the price does not go up for no reason. Where is it going now? Can you gather any information on this weekly chart that can tell you clearly what the price means? So anytime you are looking at any chart, you are a weekly chart trader, you want a weekly chart, you want to know where is it going? It's difficult to tell on this chart now where is it going. So today may say, George, I see price went around like this, good, and then it went around again here, come down, go up, and is he going to do exactly forming cap all the time, right? Is he to come and form another cap there, alright? So you see here, round, up a bit, round, up a bit, and again, is he going to do the same thing? So all I'm doing here, I'm just gathering information, really push it to retest that. So we may say if he breaks the median line, there's a high chart I come here because that's what he's doing. Round, pull back, up a bit, round, pull back a bit, go up. You see the pattern? Alright, pull back a bit, up. So we are gathering information. So if we use the last cap, a handle chart, we can project it like this and say, maybe, maybe that may be a target level, a midpoint target somewhere in the zone of 77, bringing that to this resistance zone here. So we just leave it there. So we finish with the weekly chart. So the problem is that a lot of weekly chart traders will stop here, like this. Now they will try to sell here because the stochastic is overbought, and blah blah blah, and so on and so on. Sometimes people have a winning trade, sometimes they do not. This is one example here because it's going down. People are buying along the pink line. Alright? And some traders, it looks to me also on the weekly chart that when they buy There, they are selling near the median line of the upper half of the bigger channel. So this is what this here, you see this one here. So what they are doing, they are buying somewhere along the peak line. Okay, and when the price comes to the median line of that blue line and the pink one there, okay, the orange line there, okay, they are taking profit. So they took profit there, they took profit here, they took profit here, they took profit there, they took profit there. So if it goes above this one here, all right, it will try to touch either the median line or that level. So enough of information. So right now, a lot of traders will try to push it up more. But this is my recommendation to this, okay? It's okay to use the weekly chart as we did like this, but that's only the first stage. You are gathering information on the weekly chart. Enough information. We have done that. But that's not the only exercise that you will do if you call yourself a weekly chart trader, or if you want to trade the weekly chart like a professional, okay? A weekly chart trader that wants to use the weekly chart like a professional trader must connect the weekly chart with the quarterly chart. Okay? All right. So after you have gathered all information on the weekly chart, that's time you put it aside. Don't ignore it. Don't forget them. Everything you say, everything we say so far is good. We don't want to dump it because it costs us enough time to gather all those. So you wrote them down. You're aware of them. Don't forget them. Don't just look at it and then forget it. Note it down, okay? Now, next step, go to the quarterly chart without being afraid. If you've never been on the quarterly chart, go. Don't be afraid. Now, some people, some traders, their broker never allow them to see the quarterly chart. Well, I'm using here TC2000 trading, okay, a platform. You allow us to see the quarterly chart and the yearly chart. Another trader said to me all the time, trading view. I mean, I don't want to know. I'm happy with my okay, TC2000 has been good to me. So, all right. So, because if you change your platform, you're going to again go over it and then learn about it, blah blah blah. Keep it very simple, all right. So now, so we come to the quarterly chart. This is compulsory, all right. Again, you come here. You want to gather as much information. So, in fact, a weekly chart, the first thing he or she must do on the quarterly charts, all right, is to see whether there will be information about where the price is headed. Because sometimes it's not easy to quickly see on the weekly chart where the price is headed. All right. The quarterly chart, which is the higher time frame for the weekly chart, will help you to see, to have more information about where is it going. You remember when I asked the question on the weekly chart, everybody's wondering, Joe, where are we going, where are we going? And we were working with all those cap and handle all over the place. It's okay, but the weekly chart will give you a bigger, the broader view, not broader like your brother at home, though, broader view. Am I pronouncing with my American accent? B-R-O-A-D-E-R, broader view. Okay, now as you can see here, if you keep your eyes wide open like an eagle, you see that the price form an inverted head and shoulder. So it went up and then pulled back from one inverted head and shoulder chart pattern. This is very, very powerful information. You will see that very often. Or sometimes the price will go up and then form a triangle, or price will pull back, will go up first and then form a V pattern. I talked about this before. So we measure, so this is the neckline of that inverted head and shoulder chart pattern. I will now measure the depth of that inverted head and shoulder chart pattern all the way down here. I will use a conservative measurement, okay, like this. Some trader will bring it all the way here, but the reason why I use this measurement is because you want to be ready to cash out before everybody else, because if everybody is coming out together, it sometimes can be messy, all right? So with that, we put it above the neckline. And then we set a target. That's where the price is headed now. You see? That's it. Done. You see? You push it. You see, target, George. Yeah. You see, George, the target, you see? So as he breaks above the neckline, that's where he was headed. So you see now, by going to the quarterly chart, we gather that information. So the target, so on a weekly chart, we were talking about the $83 target level, which you cannot ignore also. That's why the price is finally resisting. It doesn't, you see that okay, shadow on top of that tendency bar. So that information is critical. We found it where on the quarterly chart. And the position traders love the quarterly chart, and they are making decisions here. So if you're on a weekly chart doing your own thing, your big brothers are on a quarterly chart checking on you, all right? So you try to play game, well, you are not looking on the quarterly chart. Look on the quarterly chart, don't be afraid. Stare at it. So if you're afraid of the quarterly, just open the chart, start on it and say, I'm not afraid of you. Okay? So a lot of traders after that, they say that's done, but there are more information that we can gather from this chart here. What else can we see? You may see the pink channel, which we already talked about, a weekly chart, which is true. What else can you see on this chart? Always, you come on a weekly chart, use the pitchfork tool. You can quote me on Twitter, on Facebook, and say, George said to always use the pitchfork tool on the quarterly chart. Why? Because professional traders always use pitchfork tool. You, ordinary trader, thinking that you don't need the pitchfork tool, the professionals are using the pitchfork tool. Use the pitchfork tool. So for new traders who do not know how to use the pitchfork tool, go to www.dayprotrader.com, click on Andrew's pitchfork tool. Don't read anything somewhere else on the web. Go to Day Pro Traders. I mean it. I mean it. All right. Oh, say, George, why? Yeah, go, please. So price went down from A to B and then pulled back here. All right. So you see now. So what is happening now? You see, when we place it like this, you may say it's crossing above that media line of that pitchfork tool, yes or no? And there was a hot spot trading zone because of the intersection between the media line of that pitchfork tool and the media line of that the intersection between the pink channel and the media line of the pitchfork tool. That's a hot spot trading zone. So what did I say to traders? The hot spot trading zone, draw a horizontal line there. You see, it's a horizontal line. Okay? Right, breaks a ball and retest that hot spot trading zone. Tail. Push it up a bit now. There's a target at $79.68. That's where the price came quite close. All right, there's a target there. At the midpoint target, if we divide that measuring stick into two, roughly, without too much long story, that's what I do. You don't want to. Somewhere there. Okay, that's the media line, or somewhere in that zone. Okay, see the tail. That's why they push it below, right? That hot spot. They say, George, there's a midpoint target at $65. We want to retest it, and also the moving average 20. Traders say to me, ha. Moving averages, yes. You see. See why the price came down here? Midpoint target and moving average 20, okay? And also the lower part of that, you see, they were buying along the pink line, you remember that? That's what's happening here. So now that we come on the quarterly chart, things are becoming a bit clearer. We know the target where the price headed is already there. We know the midpoint target, which you couldn't find before. All right? And the pitchfork tools, now if you put a media line for the upper level of the pitchfork tool, you see, it came and touched the media line somewhere there. You get a message, all right? See, that's what it pushes target and also there. So we may say now it's another hot spot on the zone, intersection there, right like that. So that horizontal line of $89.68 is a very important key level corresponding to the target level, all right? Midpoint target 65. Can you see something else on the quarterly chart? Gather as much information if you come on the quarterly chart also. There is another pitchfork tool, all right? But I don't want to draw it. All I want to do is to draw your attention to it, you see? So we choose those 3.1, 2, 3. You turn this one down here. See, instead of stopping here as we did before, we bring it all the way here. You will notice that that new pitchfork tool, the prime is now on the edge of it. So all I would deduct from this is that this zone here, there are too many lines. Here, this is a resistance zone. And the prime may struggle to cross that zone because it's corresponding to the top, okay, to the edge of the top of this new pitchfork tool. Is also corresponding to the median line, okay, the median line of upper half of that pitchfork tool, all right, and we have a price target at 79.68. All right, so there's a resistance there. What the price has done, the price has acknowledged that resistance zone, pull back to retest the midpoint target of that measuring stick, all right. Now it's trying to fight back to go back into that resistance zone. Will he break above it? So one should be very, very cautious. If I quickly drop down, I want to check something on the 2-hour time frame. You see why the price is start consolidating in this zone. Can you see that? It's because of that resistance zone. I'm on the 2-hour time frame now. I can do another challenge here. The price going up, but it's in a choppy mode. Is acknowledging, okay, that resistance zone. You see, Can you see that? Because of that resistance zone that we see now on the quarterly chart. So far, what have we discussed? We say you go to the weekly chart, gather as much information as you can. Try to ask the question where this price is headed on the weekly chart. All right. After you have gathered all those information on the weekly chart, don't stop there. Next move, go to the quarterly chart. First thing, check where is the price is headed on the quarterly chart. Very, very important. And then gather as much information again on the quarterly chart. All right. One of the tools that you must use on the quarterly chart is what? The pitchfork tool. So anytime you hear quarterly chart, remember pitchfork tool. Never come on the quarterly chart without using the pitchfork tool. Why? Because the professionals are using the pitchfork tool constantly on the quarterly chart. So you can see everything clearly. Move the pitchfork tool as much as you can. You see, so I did it like this. I can bring it also here. They are doing all this, all right? So you can see everything. All right? See everything like an eagle. Okay? All right? But the last thing that you must do on the quarterly chart is to check the Fibonacci extension, the Fibonacci key level. So apart from the pitchfork tool that you are using on the quarterly chart, you want to use what? Fibonacci extension. Why? Because professionals are using, the position traders are paying attention to the Fibonacci extension, Fibonacci key levels on the quarterly chart. Trading software, trading robots know those hidden support and resistance levels that are identical to Fibonacci key level. So you come on the quarterly chart, you are gathering information, you must use pitchfork tool and you must use Fibonacci key levels. If you understand that, I am a happy man. So what are we going to do now? We're going to apply Fibonacci extension to this move here. It's a very important move. When now and they form that inverted head and shoulder pattern, that's rushing out. So where is the Fibonacci key? There's one here, 161.8%. That level. Did we talk about that before at the Pro Traders? Yes, we did. So for those of you who want to know more about pitchfork tool or Fibonacci trading, subscribe to the Pro Traders YouTube channel. This video will be posted at 24 Stock Trader YouTube channel. 161.8% Fibonacci extension level. That's where he is finding the resistance also. All right, map it out. 161.8%. All right. 200%, 261.8%, all right, 238.2%, all right, 300%, 314%, 338.2%, 361.8%. I mean, as the price continue to go up, you may see those levels, but now we can't see them. But just be aware of all the Fibonacci key levels. So what has happened here, the first, that's why I say to traders, as the price breaks above, you see this one here, that critical resistance level after forming this, the next challenge for the price what? 138.2% level. Yeah. Do you know that before? That's why I say to you, go to dayprotrader.com. Don't go to Google it, all right? Yeah. So break above it, they say George said that that's the first challenge. They pull back to retest the top. This is a high probability trading setup here. Why? Because price was retesting a prior high. So if you are TSTW24 trader, do me a favor, look for retest of a higher of a prior high on a daily chart at least, or on the 4-hour time frame before going to the first best time frame to implement the TSTW24 day trading system. Another thing that you must remember, when you are a day trading or using TSTW24, don't be the last person to sell or the last person to buy at the time when the momentum is evaporating. This is one of the challenges that traders are facing sometimes. So they see that the price is going down, but they come last minute when the price is about to change direction. Don't do that, please. Don't do that. So this is a high probability trading setup here because this is a prior high. It went to retest at 138.2%, come back and retest here. A prior high is a high, very, very beautiful trade here, you see. So when you retest the prior high and display a new high, now you can form a new high low. This is again another high probability setup. Now it's from there they bring it to the target level straight away. So this will conclude our discussion today about how to trade weekly chart like a pro. So to summarize the video, first stage, go to the weekly chart as you always do. Gather as much information. Don't gather only one information. Every information from different angles. Be sure also to know where the price is headed. Checking the target level, as it did before. I told you already. Next step, go to the weekly, to the quarterly chart, because the quarterly chart is the corresponding specific higher time frame for the weekly chart. And position traders are there. Professional traders are there. Hedge funds are there. And you want to use what? Pitfall tool and Fibonacci key level. First thing on the quarterly chart, be sure to set a target. Where is the price headed? No financial instrument is going down for no reason. All right? Have I brainwashed you? Okay, then I'm a happy man. If this video has been truly useful to you, okay, please let us know by giving us the thumbs up. If you dislike it, be sure to mark it down, all right? I don't lose anything. Mark it down, please. I want to know whether you like it or dislike it. It's up to you, all right? If you think it's an essential tutorial, feel free to share with your friends on Google+, on Twitter, and also on Facebook. If you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel today. It is free. And be sure to click on the notification bell. Ring the bell, please. The reason is, when you click on the notification bell, anytime we are about to live stream the video, you will be notified by Google, okay, as soon as possible. And 30 minutes before, okay, the live stream will begin, you'll receive another notification. If you have time, you watch it. If you don't have time, you ignore the notification. So it's not spam or anything, all right? You just know, oh, something's going to go on. Are you interested? No, I'm not interested. Yes, I am interested. You have time? No, I don't have time. Okay, that's it. All right. So click on the notification bell, please, if you are interested in following us. And you can also ask me a live question when we are live streaming and say, John, why are you saying that, like this video now? Instead of putting a comment later, if you are watching in live streaming time, premiering the video, you can just say, why, John, you did that? Then I can just quickly, if I'm watching together with you, I can just answer you straight away. All right. So this will conclude our discussion today about how to trade weekly chart like a pro. Until the next time, enjoy yourself and be very happy. We are the TSTW 24 traders. Thank you for watching.